Have you ever noticed this? You live in the same house. You feed the cat. You clean the litter box. You even bought that ridiculously overpriced toy they ignored for 3 days straight. And yet, your cat picks someone else. They follow that person, sit on their lap, blink at them like they're starring in a slow-motion love story. Meanwhile, you're standing there thinking, "Excuse me, I pay the rent." So what's going on here? Is your cat playing favorites? Did you do something wrong? Or worse, is your cat just not that into you? Because here's the part that makes people a little uneasy. Cats don't choose randomly. And if you've ever felt like your cat chose someone else over you, there's usually a reason. But stick with me, because it's not what most people think. And once you see what's really happening, it changes everything. 1. It starts with one simple thing: comfort. Let's start with something that seems obvious, but isn't. Cats choose the person who feels easy, not exciting, not impressive, not even the one who tries the hardest, just easy. Think about this for a second. If someone in your life constantly picks you up, interrupts what you're doing, or gets a little too enthusiastic every time they see you, even if they mean well, it can feel like a lot. Cats feel that too. So if one person in the house tends to move calmly, sit quietly, and just exist without making everything an event, that person becomes predictable. And predictability to a cat, that's comfort. But here's where it gets interesting. Because comfort alone doesn't explain why they stick to that person. There's another layer most people never notice. 2. Your cat is studying you. Yes, really. This next part is a little sneaky. Cats don't just live with you. They observe you, constantly. They're watching things like how fast you move, how loud you are, when you reach out, when you don't. And over time, they build a mental profile. This human is calm. This one is unpredictable. This one tries to hug me when I'm clearly not in the mood. You might not even realize you're doing it. But your cat notices patterns, not intentions. So the person who accidentally lines up with the cat's preferences, slow movements, soft voice, less grabbing, ends up feeling safer. And safety is where attachment starts. But here's the twist. Sometimes the favorite person isn't the one doing the most. It's the one doing the least. Which leads to something that feels completely backward. 3. The trying too hard problem. Now this one stings a little, because the person who loves the cat the most is often not the favorite. Why? Because they try. They initiate contact. They call the cat over. They pick them up. They engage constantly. And from a human perspective, that's affection. From a cat's perspective, that's pressure. Not in a dramatic way, just enough to feel like, I can't fully relax here. Meanwhile, someone else in the house is sitting on the couch, barely acknowledging the cat, scrolling on their phone, existing like a piece of furniture with Wi-Fi. And the cat walks over like, yes, this is my person. Because that person isn't asking for interaction. They're allowing it. And cats prefer choosing, over being chosen. Now hang on, because this next piece explains why some cats seem almost loyal to one person. 4. Scent, routine, and familiar territory. Cats experience the world heavily through scent. So when your cat rubs against someone, sits on their clothes, or sleeps in their spot, they're doing more than being cute. They're building familiarity. Think of it like this. Your cat is creating a safe zone around a person. That person starts to smell like them, and they start to smell like that person. It becomes shared territory. Now combine that with routine. If one person feeds them regularly, sits in the same spot, follows predictable habits, that human becomes a stable anchor in the cat's environment. Not just a person, a place. And cats don't just bond with individuals, they bond with environments that feel consistent. Which brings us to something surprisingly emotional. 5. Emotional energy. Yes, cats notice that too. Now this part sounds a little abstract, but stay with me. Cats are extremely sensitive to shifts in energy, not in a mystical way, in a behavioral way. They notice tone of voice, body tension, movement patterns, emotional intensity. So if one person tends to be calmer, more grounded, less reactive, the cat feels that and chooses it, because calm energy means fewer surprises. Fewer surprises means less vigilance, and less vigilance means they can finally relax. And here's something most people miss. Cats don't choose the person who loves them the most. They choose the person who makes them feel the least need to be on guard. Now, if you've ever caught yourself trying to figure out what your cat is thinking, yeah, this is your kind of place. But we're not done yet, because there's one more factor that explains those why them moments. 6. Timing. And one tiny moment that changed everything. Sometimes the favorite person wasn't chosen over time. Sometimes it happened in a single moment. A moment you didn't even notice. Maybe the cat was nervous and that person didn't approach. The cat sat nearby and that person stayed still. The cat tested closeness and nothing overwhelming happened. That one interaction told the cat, this is safe. And cats remember those moments, not as a story, but as a feeling. And once that feeling gets attached to a person, it sticks. From that point on, the cat keeps returning, reinforcing it, strengthening it, until one day you look up and realize, oh, you've chosen them. But here's the part that might surprise you the most. That choice isn't permanent. 7. Favorite doesn't mean forever. Cats can shift preferences, not dramatically, but gradually. If someone's behavior changes, or another person becomes more predictable, calmer, more aligned, the cat notices and adjusts. Because their favorite person isn't about loyalty in the way we think. It's about comfort, predictability, safety, choice. Which means you're not locked out of the club. You just need to understand the rules. And the rules aren't complicated. They're just quiet. So remember that moment at the beginning? Your cat walking right past you to sit with someone else? That wasn't rejection. It wasn't random either. It was a choice based on what feels right to them. Calm over excitement, comfort over effort. And once you see that, you realize something simple. Being their favorite isn't about doing more. It's about being easier to be around, a little calmer, a little more predictable. And if you get that right, don't be surprised when they start choosing you. All right, I'll let you go. Your cat has probably already updated your performance review. And you're this close to being replaced by the person who ignores them. Catch you next time. FurEver.